Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my segment of what I learned in Ghana. Today I'll be talking about what I learned in Ghana concerning the people of Ghana, and characteristics and different personality traits that I did see that really inspired me. So I want to share this part with you guys also. All right, guys, so this video is not going to be too long because I've kind of explained and expressed certain things that Ghanaian people inspire me about in other videos that I've talked about briefly. But one of the things that I noticed, and I kind of compared this to the city of New York, about the hustle and the grind of a Ghanaian and certain things I've seen. If this reminded me of that hustle mentality and strong mindset of someone in the state of New York, in the city, specifically New York City, the big city. One of the things that I saw that really intrigued me was in Ghana, in certain areas, most areas actually, when you're in the traffic areas or you're at a stop light and things like that, people are usually selling items, whether it be water or food or different things like that they're selling, and they're carrying these items on their heads. Particularly, I saw more women doing these things, but they're carrying the items on their head, whether it be in a huge, large basket or huge container. And when I saw those kind of things, I would ask my husband, like, wow, I'm looking at these women carry these things on, these items and the things that they're selling on their head like this. I was thinking, and I was asking my husband, like, wow, this seems so hard. Like, wow, they're very strong to be able to do that physically and everything like that. Oh, someone's calling me, guys. Hold on. Okay, so guys, like I was mentioning, certain things that, yes, Ghanaians and women in particular carrying certain things on their head, like things they're selling, like water or candy or food, whatever it is, like selling on the carrying those items on their head. And certain things I saw like that, and I was asking my husband about that, and he was saying those people, they have a goal and a purpose in mind in their hustle, the way they hustle, like they do, standing in the hot sun for hours, carrying those items on their head and walking around and selling, and in the rain, pouring down rain, selling things like that. They have a goal and a purpose in mind. A lot of those people that are selling things like that and doing the hustle that they're doing is because they one day want to have a storefront. They want to have a store where they can sell these items, and they're reaching a goal financially to where they want to be able to have enough to have that store one day, or just different other reasons that I may not know about, that they are working hard like that for a purpose and for a goal that they have set for themselves that they want to accomplish. And doing that, you need the finances, you need the certain things to do those things. So having that hustle mentality and that strong mindset, like, yes, I'm going to accomplish this goal. It's going to be tough. There's going to be some challenges, but I'm willing to strive and fight for what I want and fight for that goal and that dream that I have. So I learned, that hustle mentality, and I see that here in the States in certain places. For example, New York, the state of New York, and in the actual New York City, the big city of New York, that hustle mentality is there as well. I saw that in Ghana, and it made me think of New York as well, because for those of you who are in the States and who have ever been to New York, the actual city, the big city part of the state of New York, like places like Times Square and different places like that. That New York, for all of you who are from America, who are Americans, or who are here in America now and have been here for a few years and things like that, if you've been to New York before, you know what I mean about that hustle mentality. Like, you know, New York is definitely the place where a lot of dreams have been made. A lot of people have come out in such a success because it's such a hustle grind place. You know, everyone is striving for their dreams, going after their dreams, you know, selling as well and things like that. There's a specific place in New York that I went to where this selling is very, very, you know, dominant. Canal Street, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know. But Canal Street is that street where everyone is hustling. Everyone is trying to sell you things and things like that. And you're walking down the street and someone's like, hey, come on, do you like this handbag? Let me show you this handbag, you know, buy this handbag or buy this jewelry or whatever it is. And people bargaining. And I noticed that too in Ghana, like people bargaining and, okay, no, you know, someone may say 20 CDs and then you'll try to bring it down to 10 CDs. And, you know, that negotiating kind of bargaining in New York, that happens too. You know, Canal Street, like I said, Canal Street is that place where the hustle is going on. Like everyone's trying to, you know, sell to you and to, you know, get you to buy what they're offering and all these kind of things like that. So it just reminded me of that hustle mentality of places like here in the States. Yes, Ghana is definitely one of those places where people are striving and working hard for their dreams to accomplish all that they want to do and meet that goal. And like I said, a lot of them end up being very successful at striving for their dreams. Why? Because they have that mindset of strong and toughness. Now, I'm not saying that people in America don't have that mentality. Absolutely, people in America do. Absolutely, we do. I'm just, like I said, sharing what I learned about people in Ghana. With this being my first time, I'm trying to share all those great qualities that I took from there. So that's one of the things that I noticed about people there. They have such a hustle mentality. They want to meet their goal. They want to strive for their dreams and they go after it and then they're successful at it. So, yeah, I noticed that as well. Now, one of the things, now that this is brought back to my memory, I want to, some of you that have been asking me questions like, oh, is there things I should be worried about or watching out for? Now, one of the things, this is not something, there's nothing to fear or be worried about or panic about. One of the things I will say is when you go to Ghana, I assume most of you that have been writing me questions and things are going to visit someone there that knows someone there. You have a friend there and things like that. So one of the things I will say when it comes to certain places and certain markets you may be going to, okay, so one of those things I will tell you is when you're one of the things I noticed, now 99% of Ghanaians love foreigners, very friendly, very kind, loving, and hospitable people. Like I said, guys, there's good and bad everywhere. So there's a 1% that if they see a foreigner, they may try to take advantage of you when it comes to selling. Okay, one of the things, and this is what I experienced in certain places where I would go by myself somewhere. And I would go to a market and someone would see me. Obviously, they see me, they spot me right away. I'm an American. They may want to upsell me on something. And when I say that, I mean, for example, if there's these shoes that I really like, and we're in a market, maybe whether it's Medina Market or somewhere in Tema or something like that, and I see these shoes, they look so beautiful, they look really nice, okay? Me being a foreigner, they'll see me and they'll want to charge me up the charge to where if I was a Ghanaian, they would charge me less. And I don't know why that dynamic is. But when we were there, one of the things my husband was telling me is, okay, if you want to go to a market or go somewhere, I'm going with you. Why? Because if they see that you're with a Ghanaian, it'll be very hard for that person to try to, cheat you in a way, as far as like selling you, you paying more on an item or something like that. I asked my husband, like, why is it like this? Like, why is it this kind of dynamic? And it's just that 1% of people maybe wanting to take advantage of someone in a certain way when it comes to money. That's the experience I had when it came to buying certain things. Like, I would always have someone go with me when I wanted a certain thing, because at that point, the person that I'm with, my friend or my husband who's Ghanaian, they would negotiate the price. Like, no, this is how much. Okay, if this is 20 cedis, okay, we want to bring it down to 10 cedis, or just bargaining and negotiating on the prices and things like that. This is one thing I will say I experienced. Me coming back when I was in the airport, coming back to the USA, I was in the Ghanaian airport, and now when I went through security and everything like that, I wanted a sandwich. I was hungry, so I went to this place in the airport while I was waiting for my flight, and I was really, really hungry. So I went in, and the lady saw me right away. She's like, oh, okay, come inside. Are you hungry? Whatever. I was hungry. So now I went in, and she showed me all the food that was there. Well, I was like, okay, I'll take this sandwich. So one of the things I learned, you guys, if you are by yourself in Ghana, and you want to buy something and you don't see a price sheet or a price menu, whether it be on the wall or they handheld give you a pricing sheet or a pricing menu or paper, do not just say, okay, I'll have this. Because what's going to happen is, and I'm only saying what happened to me. What happened to me is she charged me 70 cedis for a sandwich. A sandwich that I could have just probably made on my own. But since I was at the airport, I was hungry, obviously. She saw that, and she saw that I was a foreigner, probably maybe thinking I don't know much, or I don't know. But anyway, that was an unfortunate circumstance that I had happen. I recommend that before you agree to buy something or eat something, in this case it was regarding food and stuff like that, there was no menu sheet anywhere, no hand menu that I was given. I would recommend that you say, okay, how much for this? Because at that point, if you say how much it is and then they tell you and it's too high, you can say, okay, no, it's too expensive, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And then by there, they're probably gonna wanna bargain and say, oh no, okay, how about we give it to you for this much, or whatever it is. But if you say, okay, I'll take that, without knowing the price, when you're done, they're gonna, like me, they charged me 70 cedis for a sandwich. That was the time where I was like, wow. So I called my husband, and he was like, yeah, that's why I told you, like, don't go certain places without me, or you have to ask and be very smart in certain situations like that when it comes to buying things, because they will see that you're a foreigner. And like I said, guys, it's that small 1% that may see a foreigner and might try to take advantage and cheat you in a way like that when it comes to buying and selling things. So I would say definitely for those of you who are going to Ghana to, make sure, and I assume a lot of you, like I said, are going to visit family, or maybe not family, but like friends or a loved one or a significant other or something like that. I would recommend that you have a Ghanaian with you when you want to go and buy certain things, especially at markets and things like that, where the pricing is not visible, because you want to be careful so that you don't get cheated out of your money. I mean, I know the American dollar does go very far there, and you can get a lot out of the American dollar there when you do the currency exchange. But, you know, just be smart when it comes to certain things like that. Like when dealing with certain Ghanaians, like I said, it's a small percentage, but dealing with certain people in Ghana that may see a foreigner and maybe want to take advantage in the area of like buying and selling and things like that. So that was the little downside about those things. But for the most part, everywhere I went, my friends and my husband, they were like, no, what do you want? Let me go get it for you. I'll buy it for you. Because, you know, if they see you as a foreigner, they're going to automatically want to charge you more and things like that. And you guys, I was sharing these kind of things with my friends and family who have been to other countries and stuff like that, and they even said like in certain countries that they went to, these kind of things happen to them as well. But I don't know what it is, maybe it's something about Americans or just something about foreigners in general that, you know, maybe certain places see it as an opportunity to get more and things like that. But that was the small percentage, like I said, the 1% of people that were you know, didn't have the best intentions. Like I told you guys in my last video, I told you that, you know, in certain places, wherever you go in the world, even in America, like there is a small group of people, a small percentage that don't have the best intentions. So that's something I would say you guys just be mindful of in certain places, you know, that you're going to and stuff like that. Even for those of you who may be visiting friends and a significant other, something like that in Ghana or in another country, and you don't see a pricing sheet or a menu and stuff like that, before you agree to pay, or, you know, or rather in that sense, before you agree to eat something, make sure you say, hey, how much is this? How much for this first before you eat it or whatever, and then now you stuck with, yeah, you have to pay this. So yeah, I would just say be mindful of that. That was definitely a lesson learned, but it was a lesson I needed to learn, because learning the hard way, you know, now you know, and you have the experience for next time. So that was a thing I noticed about certain people in Ghana. And like I said, it's not just Ghanaian people. There's other places you go to, different countries, and this kind of thing happens too. So it's just a matter of being wise and mindful. And I'm just sharing this part because it's like, okay, this is something that I would say be mindful of, you know, and like I said last time, just be wise and be mindful in different things, and just use wisdom always. And, you know, if you see something, just make sure you ask first. Always ask, because it's just going to be better that way, and it'll save you the money. And that amount of CDs, I only had that much left. And thank God I was leaving by then. I was, you know, heading to my flight to come back to the US, but that was all the Ghana CDs I had left. And yeah, so yeah, you guys. So certain characteristics on Ghanaians is they're very friendly people. Most of them do love foreigners. Very big on hospitality, like I've been saying many times. And one of the things that I did see is Ghanaians love when you embrace their culture. They love that you are a foreigner and you're coming to embrace their culture, experience their culture, and they want you to respect their culture, not trying to push your culture necessarily on them about how they should do things or different things like that. But I did see the joy in a Ghanaian's face when I'm there trying their food, and they're like, wow, you like it? You know, they're smiling and they're so happy that you are enjoying their culture and their food and different things like that. So just being there, respecting their country, respecting their culture, and enjoying it. So that's one of the things that I did see. And probably I'm sure some of you have seen in my other video, I did a video about how Ghanaians stare at foreigners a lot. And some of you, I realized, like, maybe some of you guys took that as a negative, but it wasn't a negative. It was just something I wasn't used to. So it's just my perspective on what I noticed. But I noticed a lot of you know, people just staring and things like that. And what I learned is, yeah, they're just seeing you, they're, you know, maybe they're admiring you, or they're just, you know, staring, and it's not a bad thing. And I never thought it was a bad thing. It was just something I wasn't used to, that I was experiencing and just sharing with you guys. But basically, yeah, just admiring you, and, you know, they're just seeing you there, and they're happy about it, or whatever the case may be. But you just smile at them and you wave, and you'll see that they'll smile and wave at you back. That's pretty much how I did it. And yeah, it's no big thing. I mean, I'm just one, I don't really like a lot of attention and things like that, so it was different for me. But it's just, like I said, you're coming to a new place, you will experience new things. So yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, Ghanaians are very friendly, loving, hospitable people. I really enjoyed my time there. I really enjoyed being able to, you know, talk with them and get to know them, and different family members now that I have there, like my husband's family, and getting to see some people that I haven't seen before, and meeting them, and just things like that. And they were so happy of my coming, and different things like that. And just, you know, very friendly and nice. And I really enjoyed it. It was a great time just talking with them, and them teaching me things in conversation, and me also teaching them things too. I really liked how I was able to communicate and you know, just share different life stories with them, and just talk to them on a personal level, getting to know them better, and them getting to know me. And, you know, just, you know, things like that, like enjoying our time. So that was really fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep doing this series. I have a lot to share. But thank you all so much for watching me. I will look forward to the next time I do my video on what I learned in Ghana. So just stay tuned, like and comment and subscribe. And thank you all so much for watching. Bye.